Hello all. Today we are doing a video on coronavirus. Myself Dr. Jay Bergi from Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Computer Education and Applied Sciences. What we are talking about? We are talking about nomenclature, that is names of coronavirus. But as someone said, what's in a name? Well, actually when it comes science a lot, we'll see why the nomenclature of coronavirus is important. Why we are doing this video? So in previous month, I have seen, observed, experienced many issues regarding the nomenclature of coronaviruses. What are these issues? So, there are naming issues of coronaviruses. Many times, coronaviruses are named in scientific literatures, in news articles, and in news reports, TV news reports. And these naming issues have resulted in misinterpretation of news and scientific publications. I will explain these issues with some of the examples. First, there was a social media post widely circulated which had a screenshot photograph of 12th standard book which already printed about coronavirus treatment, and it said that we are already knowing the treatment of coronavirus, what we are waiting for, why you are not starting the treatment. First example. Now again here the coronavirus name was mentioned in the book and people believed that we are talking about the current coronavirus which has caused this pandemic. Second example. Again, there was a video on social media which had a small clip of web series telecasted somewhere earlier, say 1 or 2 years back, and it was talking about a coronavirus pandemic. Again, people said that see, the movie forecasted what is going to happen in this year. Now again, movie was not talking about this coronavirus, it was talking about some other coronavirus. But most people believe that there is only one coronavirus. 3. Recently, there were news articles that ICMR scientists have found coronaviruses in Indian beds. Again, it created lots of stir, lots of worry in the common people that we in India are already having coronaviruses in beds that can easily spread to the humans. Again, the coronavirus that ICMR scientists found in Indian beds were a different type of coronavirus, what we call the bat coronavirus, and not the human coronavirus. Later, some of the newspapers circulated the explanation, but most of them failed to clear the picture for the common people. And this is not only about social media or newspapers. A scientific organization of highest caliber, say for example United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention, used the name of disease where they were actually talking about the viruses. Let's see. So here is a post on the social media by CDC, that is Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and they were talking about the presence of virus, the viability of virus on the surfaces and in the air. And there, instead of writing the name of virus, they have clearly written the name of disease. And as here pointed out by someone, it was clear mistake. So even the scientific organizations or scientists can go wrong. That's why this video. So what happens when a new virus is reported? Whenever a new virus is reported, there are three names which are to be decided. First, the name of disease, and this is decided by World Health Organization, an international organization based in Geneva. Second, the name of virus itself. Now this usually is determined by the expert virologist who are working on that virus, mostly the people who have discovered that particular virus. They are the ones who are naming that virus. And third, the species name is assigned to that virus. Now here, biology students may ask, what is the difference between the name of virus itself and the species of virus? So let me clear the air. The name of virus is usually a taxonomical rank, a classification rank below the species, what we call the strain. So when I say the name of virus, it mostly is a strain. Now, that strain is the lowest level of classification. It has to be assigned to the higher level of classification. That is, strain is always the member of a larger group, what we call species. The species is a member of a larger group, what we call genus. Genus is the member of family. Then family is the member of order. So this entire hierarchy is to be determined, and the individual virus, what we call strain, has to be placed at the certain species level, and this species name is decided by a committee, what we call ICTV. So what is ICTV? ICTV is an acronym, it's a short form, and it stands for International Committee on the Taxonomy of Viruses. What ICTV is? ICTV is an international body of scientists that authorizes official, that is, formal classification and nomenclature of the viruses. So before we can move forward, let me clear certain facts. First, coronavirus is not a single virus. It's a group of many different kind of viruses which are closely related but which are not same. Second, there are many such coronaviruses already existing in nature, some of them dating back as 19th century, which are causing diseases in bats, rats, pigs, and even in whales. So our current focus is which are the coronaviruses which can cause diseases to the humans. So we shall see that. Let's focus on the coronaviruses which are causing disease in humans. We call it human coronaviruses. Now, all the human coronaviruses, they are divided into the two major groups. I have divided them here as common viruses and other viruses. Now, in the section or group of common viruses, the first one is human coronavirus 229E. The second one is human coronavirus NL63. The third one is human coronavirus OC43. The fourth one is human coronavirus HKU1. Now, why we call them common viruses? Because these four viruses, they are causing a disease which is very close to what we call the common cold. And the symptoms are more or less like common cold. They don't go usually very severe. However, in the individuals which are immunocompromised, like infants or old age people or the people having other comorbidity conditions, a severe form of pneumonia can happen. So these four are common cold causing viruses, and that's why I have written as common viruses. However, there is a group of other three viruses which I have labeled as other viruses here, and number 5 is the SARS coronavirus that caused the 2003 outbreak in southern China, and that is the disease was named as severe acute respiratory syndrome, what we call SARS. It nearly killed 800 people. The sixth one is MERS coronavirus, that is Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome disease causing virus. This outbreak was in 2012 in Saudi Arabia, which nearly killed 600 people. And the current pandemic virus that is now been labeled by ICTV is the SARS coronavirus 2, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. This is responsible for the 2019 outbreak, which as we all know started in Wuhan city of China and later turned global, that is it is now labeled as pandemic, and it is having the flu-like respiratory illness, and as of 17th April 2020 it has already killed more than 150,000 people. There are 7 strains of coronaviruses which can cause disease to the humans. And the three highlighted here in the red boxes are much serious one: the SARS coronavirus, the MERS coronavirus, and the current one, which is named as SARS coronavirus 2, named by whom? By ICTV. So the name of virus of current global pandemic is SARS coronavirus 2. It is labeled as SARS-CoV-2. Now this all coronaviruses, they are having one or another kind of animal reservoirs besides humans. So they can live in nature in animals other than humans, and then they may cross the species barrier and can infect the humans. Some of them are coming from the bats, some from the rat. We still don't know clearly from which animal reservoir the SARS coronavirus 2 is coming to the human. Okay, what is the name of disease? What the disease is caused by the SARS coronavirus 2. So, in February 11, 2020, World Health Organization declared the name of disease. The name of disease is coronavirus disease 2019. It has been short formed as COVID-19. So when we say COVID-19, it's not the virus as CDC wrongly reported. When we say COVID-19, it's just a disease. The virus is SARS coronavirus 2. So at the end of video, what are our take home messages? First, coronavirus is not a single virus. There are many coronaviruses. These coronaviruses are already there in nature, causing diseases to variety of animals. 3. The current global disease, that is current pandemic, is caused by a virus named SARS-CoV-2, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. The current disease is named as COVID-19. Thank you all.